Good afternoon, my name is Ashley Anderson and this is my video about paralegal certification. First off, what would be the purpose of paralegal certification? Paralegal certification helps ensure competency of everyone who becomes a paralegal. It sets a benchmark for future employers and clients to ensure that every paralegal who is working on a specific case or for certain clients has the same amount of education and expertise. Furthermore, certification of paralegals ensures continuing legal education, ensuring that not only are paralegals educated, but they continue to be on changes in the law. Some disadvantages of mandatory certification for paralegals. Paralegals who are already in the legal profession would be mandated to go back and get their paralegal certification. Sometimes a paralegal certification could require going back to school, could require passing certain exams or examinations. It can be seen as a hassle by those who have already served in the legal field without a certification. Furthermore, mandatory certification has been discussed many times, but it's unclear who would be over the mandatory certification, making sure that the requirements are met, or even who would set those requirements. Another factor in mandatory certification that must be considered is the cost. Paralegals have been a cost-cutting measure for many larger law firms, and with a new certification would come extra costs that the law firm would have to absorb, and in turn the clients would also have to take on. Legal assistance can be very expensive, and paralegals have been a way that we can cut costs in the legal field, and a mandatory certification would only see those costs rise. My opinion on mandatory paralegal certification is that it should not be mandatory. It should be highly encouraged, but it should not be mandatory. Paralegals are already supervised by lawyers. Ultimately, lawyers are responsible for all of the work product that paralegals conduct, and they are responsible for supervising paralegals and for answering their questions and for guiding them along the way. So I think that certification really would be unnecessary when they are supervised by a lawyer who already possesses those qualifications. I do think that certified or continuing legal education should be mandatory. Education is always valuable, especially in the legal field where things are constantly changing, and I think that continuing legal education would be beneficial for everyone. There are many forms of certification currently available. They are usually through national or state associations. Three of the biggest national associations include the National Federation of Paralegal, the National Federal Paralegal Association, the National Legal Assistants, and the National Association of Legal Secretaries. I believe that certification helps ensure professionalism of paralegals. It also helps raise awareness of paralegals and of their jobs. A association being much larger than even a paralegal school or a paralegal program such as the one at Western Piedmont will naturally raise more awareness on the national level, and I think that's important. There are other forms of regulation that I find interesting. In 1999, the New Jersey Supreme Court declined to rule on a paralegal licensing system, and it concluded that the paralegal oversight is best conducted by those attorneys who are responsible for their paralegals. But the court did recommend that the State Bar Association work with the paralegal community to come up with a paralegal certification program. That's also the current status of the paralegal certification program in North Carolina. Anyone can work as a paralegal in North Carolina, call themselves a paralegal, and work with an attorney as a legal assistant or a paralegal or a legal paralegal. However, using the term North Carolina Certified Paralegal or Paralegal certified by the North Carolina Bar is reserved only for those paralegals who have been certified through the state bar. I intend to pursue a paralegal certification on the national level. I will be stationed in Richmond, Virginia with the Army Reserves, and I hope to show my future employers that I have employable skills, not only because I have work experience and because of my education, but also because on it I can be nationally recognized through this certification program. So in closing, certification is an important step for anyone attempting to become a paralegal, and thank you for your time.